Hi there, it's Gabriel here, SEO manager at Hike SEO, and in this video we'll be talking about SEO reports and how to create them, what the benefits are, why they're important, and all the details around them. So let's dive in. So what you'll learn in this video is what SEO reporting is, why it matters to you, especially from a business standpoint, important KPIs or key performance indicators that you want to keep in mind when measuring your SEO. Google Analytics, we'll talk a bit about that and some of the benefits around that and some of the key tracking metrics and dimensions that we can use. And we'll talk about Google Search Console as well, another great tool from Google to track and measure your SEO results. So what is SEO reporting? That's a great question. It's basically the process of tracking and analyzing data related to various key performance indicators or KPIs and metrics associated with your search engine optimization efforts. So basically, in a nutshell, when you're doing some effort to improve your SEO, you want to make sure that the effort that you put in will return the results that you want in terms of organic traffic, in terms of more sales to your business. At the end of the day, SEO is a means to an end for your business growth. And so you want to know that what you're putting in, you're getting out at least. So why is it important? There's many reasons. Firstly, from a performance analysis perspective, you want to make sure that the effectiveness is measured. So whatever efforts, time, resources, money that you're putting in, you want to make sure that it's effective and that results start showing over time. And you also want to make sure that what's working and what isn't working so that you can make adjustments to your efforts and your strategy overall. Also identify areas for improvement so that you can make changes on the fly and in an agile manner. So you want to make adjustments to your strategy, so your overall take and the way that you implement your actions in SEO. You want to make sure that's aligned based on feedback from the results that you're getting. Another one is data-driven decision making. This is similar, but it basically provides data to you that is necessary to make informed decisions. So you're not just going to make decisions blindly or from a whim. You're going to look at the data and see what's working, what's not, and then make decisions based on that data. So you want to use concrete data to guide your SEO strategy. For example, what keywords to target. You want to make sure that you pick the right ones, what content to create. Which areas of your site to focus on, how you actually create the content in a way that suits the audience and also search engines. Another one is identifying trends. So it helps you spot different trends over time, which will help you to make, again, the right decisions. So these insights can make your SEO efforts more effective and efficient over time. Proving return on investment or ROI. And so what we want to do here is demonstrate that the time and money that you're investing into your SEO efforts are paying off eventually. Ultimately, as a business, you're putting in time, effort, money, resources into your SEO so that you can get more traffic, more leads, and more sales to your business, and that can grow. You want a return on that investment. So you want to track metrics that matter to your bottom line. So rankings, but more importantly, organic traffic, and even more importantly, conversions and ultimately sales. You want to stay competitive. So it helps you stay ahead of the curve, and especially from a competitor point of view, you want to make sure that you're always one step ahead of your competitors and making sure that you make those changes so that you can get higher rankings and start getting a greater market share. You want to also be able to respond quickly to changes in search engine algorithms. Google sometimes releases these quite often, major ones, minor ones. You want to make sure that whatever change has occurred, it doesn't affect negatively or impact negatively your SEO and your business results that come from organic traffic. You want to look at competitor strategies. So competitors might make shifts in how they do things or start rolling out new content areas. Or you want to also look at the user behavior and also stay ahead of the curve on that side. Client or stakeholder communication. So this provides a clear and concise way to communicate your progress and prove the value of your work to stakeholders. So if you're in a business and you have, let's say, a business, a board or a business partner or investors or even anybody who relies on your business, your SEO efforts need to obviously communicate to all those stakeholders what the value is in investing in that work. So SEO reporting will help you in that and show everyone that you're on the right track or you need to make adjustments in your strategy. So I want to introduce Hike's Report Builder. And this is a fantastic way to generate reports on a regular basis or even just one-off, and allows you to see data in a visual way that's also aligned to your brand visual identity, if you'd like, colors, fonts, things like this. So the first step is to go to your report builder in Hike and create a new report. There's a few different options here. You can create a blank report. You can start from a template that you've created or create a new template, so you can start from that, or clone an existing report. And those options will save you a lot of time as well. But obviously when you're first starting out, you'll create a blank report or create a new template. So you click on one of those, and then it will walk you through the steps of creating a new report. So it will ask you the report name, the paper size that you want on there, whether it's portrait or landscape mode, the fonts, the date format, date range, colors, and a bunch of things that you can go through and select and customize. And then once you're ready, you click on create, and you'll come to a page like this where you can start adding pages, adding widgets. So widgets are little graphs, little analytical modules that you can see specific types of metrics or dimensions and visualize that data so it's easy to gain insights from that. So here we can see it's blank, but once you start customizing it and creating it, it will be a template that you can just generate a report on a regular basis. So let's talk about some important SEO KPIs, so key performance indicators. The first one is keyword rankings. We always want to know how well our keywords are ranking in the Google search engine results pages or SERPs. So the more keywords that are ranking, the better, because there are more doorways open for your audience, your potential audience, to come to your site and discover your site. Higher rankings are better because you get more visibility near the top, ideally on page 1, but ultimately in the top 3 positions. So the higher you are in the search engine results pages, the more potential traffic you can get, because most people, when they search on Google, they click on the first 3 results. They view the first 3 results, and at most they'll scroll down maybe 10 results, and it just gets less and less in terms of exposure. So that's why you want to be as high as possible in the rankings as you can. So high ranking in general equals more traffic, and also depends on how many people are searching for that specific search term. That will also determine how much potential traffic you can get, but we'll explore that later. So Hike's keyword tracking feature is also a fantastic resource for you, because you can track specific keywords and see where the ranking is at the moment. For example, in this one, we're tracking some plumbing terms for a local plumber. And here we have licensed plumber in Boston, and they're currently ranking in position 8 for that. And you can also see the changes between last week, last month, and also see the search volume. So this is the average number of searches per month that people are searching for that keyword. So a really great tool, and recently we've upped the allowance from 50 tracked keywords per month to 100. So it gives you a bit more room to track more keywords for your brand. So next one is organic traffic. And this is really important because it shows you how many people are coming to your site and how they engage with your site. So specifically, there's three main metrics that you want to look at. So new users or existing users. So new users are brand new users that came to your site for the first time. Existing users are returning users that have come by organic traffic or any other means but have come back again. Sessions are basically a group of events during a specific time frame until it times out. So usually after 30 minutes, if there's no activity, the session ends and that group does one session for that user. And then we have page views. These are specific events. So when a page is loaded, every time it's loaded, that's a page view. So if someone goes to another page, that's another page view. So all of these metrics show you organic traffic on the site. So Hike's traffic reporting feature is also a fantastic resource and tool. It integrates directly with your Google Analytics and Google Search Console accounts. So once you've integrated that, it pulls that data in a very focused and easy to view way. So you can see how many visitors you have on your site, the engagement rate, the number of clicks, the number of impressions in the search engine results pages, and you can see the graph, and it's just really simple instead of getting a bit lost in the more advanced views that Google Analytics and Google Search Console have. Hike makes it a lot more simple and focused for you, especially if you're a beginner, especially if you're a small business owner, don't have much time, don't want to get confused, just want the data right there. This is it. So check that out and definitely link up your accounts if you haven't already. Next is backlinks. So you want to have more backlinks. That's the ideal. A backlink is like a vote of confidence from another website that says, hey, this website is credible. Check it out. There's some valuable things here. So it's like a vote. And the more votes you have, the more popular your site is. And Google does look at the backlinks that you have and looks at the quality and quantity of the backlinks. And that helps your rankings over time. So you want to go for high quality backlinks. What's high quality? You want something that's relevant to your industry, to your niche, relevant to the topic of the page that you're linking to. The website needs to obviously, that is linking from the backlink website, needs to have a good amount of traffic, needs to have a good credibility and authority already. So there's a lot of factors in this, but the main thing is make it relevant and make it valuable to your business. The next is ratio of number to your unique domain. So you can have a lot of links from one specific domain, but it's good to have a diverse unique domain profile. So you want to have backlinks from a lot of different domains. So I would go for a ratio of 2-to-1 or 3-to-1, maximum I would say 10-to-1. I would say from number of backlinks to unique domains, because this indicates that you have a natural link profile. If you have, let's say, 1,000 links, backlinks from one site, that looks a bit suspicious, and it looks like you might be manually creating those links on this other site for the sake of getting more backlinks. And that's a red flag for Google because it thinks that, okay, here's something suspicious. It looks like this website is trying to get more backlinks for the sake of rankings. Uh-oh, this is a red flag. So you want to make sure that it's naturally spread across a diverse number of unique domains. The average domain authority. So domain authority is a measurement of how authoritative a website is. And it's a score basically from 0 to 100 developed by Moz. And basically this determines from 0, no authority, to 100, extremely high authority. A lot of different factors go into calculating that, but generally the higher the score, the better. So you want to look at the average domain authority across the backlinks that you do have, and look at the domain authority on your own site. And you can use this as an indicator over time how much authority it's building based on the backlinks that you start getting. So when you have a brand new domain, the domain authority is 0 or very, very low. As you acquire more and more backlinks from trusted, authoritative sites, your domain authority starts increasing over time. And that will help with your rankings and other factors. So the number of backlinks from domains with certain domain authority values, DA values, and basically what you can also measure is, let's say you have 5,000 backlinks. You can classify those in little groups. So you can classify how many backlinks you have in the 0 to 10 domain authority range, from the 10 to 20 domain authority range, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and so forth in increments of 10. And you can see the spread in terms of how authoritative your backlinks are, and see if you need to focus more on higher authority websites for backlinks or spread it a bit more evenly or whatnot. So Hike's backlink reporting feature is also a great resource for you. You can see in real time how many backlinks that you have, how many that you have coming in right now, and see where they are from, so you can check them out. So you can go in there and it will literally list all your backlinks in here, and the number in the top right corner for each of those thumbnails is the basically domain authority score. It's Hike's version of it, so it's not the actual domain authority. It's a more simplified version from 1 to 10. So obviously 10 is the highest authority, a really high authority score. 1 is the lowest. So you want to obviously have them as high as possible. So you can see here quite a few, and you can click through on the links below right there to see the actual backlink and where it is on which page. So fantastic tool, check it out. Next is page speed, how quickly your web pages load. So when you go to a web page, how long does it take for the content and everything in that page to load? This is an important factor because it impacts both your search rankings through various factors like crawling speed and how long Google is willing to wait, and also, more importantly, user experience. So when a user goes on there, they're not going to wait 20 seconds for a page to load. They'll just leave your site and go somewhere else to find the information that they want. Okay, so you want to make sure that generally it's less than 3 seconds or faster, and that's a good rule of thumb for loading speed. So if your website has some technical issues or your server is a bit slow, you need to look into that and fix the loading speed so that your website loads quickly, and when users land on it, they don't have to wait very long to get the information that they want. The next is bounce rate. So this is the percent of visitors who leave your website after viewing only one page with no interactions. So it's not like a time limit or anything. It's more like when someone goes on the page and they don't do anything and they leave, even a page scroll counts as an interaction. So if they scroll down, so then it wouldn't be a bounce. But if they just go to the page and they just close the browser, that's a bounce. And they don't go to any other pages, that's a bounce. So you want to have this score as low as possible, because this basically can indicate that your site isn't providing the info or experience that the users are seeking. It might also indicate that your page speed is quite slow. It could be many factors, but those are the main ones that bounce rate could indicate. Conversion rate is also a really important KPI. It's the percent of visitors who complete a desired action on your site. So it could be a lead, like someone opting into an email list, or a sale. Ultimately, that's what we want. So we want to have a higher conversion rate, and it measures the effectiveness of your search engine optimization in driving business goals. So how many conversions do you get from visitors coming from Google organic search, and how many conversions do you get from a specific blog post that is listed in Google? So you can drill down on those different analytics and metrics and see what is performing well on my site? What's driving the highest conversions on my site? Let's talk about Google Analytics. You've probably heard of it or are using it already, but I want to just go quickly through some of the main areas. So it's completely free, although Google Analytics does have an enterprise version, but we're not going to be talking about that. But the free version is suitable for most people. And the latest version is GA4, so version 4, and it uses advanced machine learning, AI, for enhanced tracking and analysis. And they just rolled this out actually, basically mid 2023, so July 2023. And the old GA3, the Universal Analytics, is basically being deprecated, not being used anymore. So make sure if you haven't upgraded to the latest version, do that now, because it would have already stopped tracking anyways. So yeah, definitely look into installing it on your site if you haven't already. So Google Analytics will help you to do many things. It'll help you to understand user behavior, how users interact with your site, and where they interact. It also allows you to discover audience demographics and interests in certain instances if that data is available. You can see the traffic sources, so where it's coming from, let's say organic traffic, specific referrals, paid ads, social media, the whole range where your traffic is coming from. You can also track conversions. So let's say you have a lead capture page or newsletter or an e-commerce site for sales. You can track those conversions there. And you can view real-time data right now as it flows in. And you can see how many visitors are on your site, which page they're viewing, how they're interacting. It's fantastic. The next is Google Search Console. Again, 100% free tool, and it's formerly known as Google Webmaster Tools, but now it's known as Google Search Console. And it helps you to monitor, to maintain, and to troubleshoot your website's presence and Google search results. So it's a bit more technical, also great for developers or technical SEO side of things, and you can see what's not working from a technical point of view, and also some other metrics that aren't available in Google Analytics. For example, you can see how many impressions you get in the actual search engine results pages. I'm just going to go through actually some of these things. So it'll help you to create performance reports from a website point of view, loading speed. You can inspect different URLs to see if they're valid, see if they're indexed. You can see what part of your site isn't indexed or if there's any issues there. You can submit XML sitemaps so Google can discover your pages more quickly and crawl your site easier. You can view visibility of your entire site in Google, spot any issues or errors. You can also detect security issues and manual action. So if Google, if ever, has a problem with the content you create or anything, and it submits manual action or removes a certain page or site from their index, you can look and view what the manual action is and take action against that. You can view mobile usability, how friendly your mobile usage is, and structured data and core web vitals reporting. So this is a bit more technical, but you can see if your structured data like your reviews, your business information is implemented correctly, and look at the core web vitals, so any underlying performance issues, and report on that too. So that's it for SEO reporting. There's a lot of great actionable insights and learnings from here that you can take away. If you haven't tried Hike yet, do sign up, because there's some really great tools that will allow you to do SEO reporting really easy and simply, and spot these insights at a glance and take action towards it. So yeah, if you have any questions, do let us know. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.